Okay. I see the share button. That usually means that our streams are live and ready to go. Right next to the chat, there should be a little stream button or a little share button.
Okay, Facebook is live.
Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Yeah, it says
Yep.
share.
We good on Kuma?
There it is. Ooh, let's see what Kumu looks like.
Still blank.
Oh, weird. I just got the what's that called? The notifications for YouTube.
Yeah, we live on YouTube. I can see us.
Yeah,
on
I
YouTube.
can see that.
We good,
I don't
y'all?
see it on Kumu.
I think it takes a minute for it to get on Kuma.
Yeah, Kumu's always delayed.
Sorry, guys, we're going through a couple of technical difficulties here.
It's all good.
Getting online right now. You guys are doing good. Set my camera in a comfortable position. Set, y'all.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Still a black screen on Kumu. But,
Yeah, it's still the background on Kumu for some reason. Anyways, while we're working on the Kumu stream, welcome to everybody who's watching on
thank you, Walter.
Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit.
Yeah, we're live, guys. I know
Yes,
we're still messing around with this technology. Technology is such a great thing, but also such an annoying and
Okay,
frustrating thing sometimes. You know.
Kumu is up.
Yes, and look, it's very meta right now. We are on live on all platforms, I believe, right now. Correct? Yes. We're good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be live everywhere. Yes.
Are we on Twitch
Okay.
too? We're on Twitch. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Okay.
that was weird. What just
Yeah.
happened there?
I thought I got kicked out. I was like, oh shit, what's going on?
Somebody's gonna have to have the Kumu on because I can't have the Kumu on. Okay.
Well, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, we have it here. I have it.
Okay. All right. Can somebody share the stream so at least Steve can get it just in case? All right. Let me get Joff out of that. Even though I know you might be in the guy. I'm just saying, let's.
Nah, man, I'm just.
No, but I'm gonna
wanted
play with
the
the
guy.
controller, so at least we get to I'm gonna
Yeah.
get those talking points out. So what's up, guys? Well, we usually try to in the first 10 minutes or so we try to usually get our bearings together, but we've been trying to get our bearings together for the last 30 minutes or whatever it is. So. Pasensya na, guys. I hope you guys are doing good. This is a Hub 408. Thank you guys for hanging out. Joff, let them know where you are live streaming from.
Oh shit. Northside Trimble.
Northside Trimble. They don't know what that means, though.
San Jose. Man, loyal friends of the show should know.
The loyal friend. But what about the first-time watchers?
They gotta have to catch up, dog.
Okay.
That's messed up.
Yeah, go watch the VODs. Go watch the VODs.
Yeah. They're gonna have
Hi,
fun,
Joe.
dude.
Hi, hon. It's Joe Boston's in the house.
Yeah, Jason, can you start calling out the
Kicks.
Kumu people? All
What's
right.
going on? Kicks 1117.
Since I'm on the
Trans.
controller tonight,
First time on the iPad,
I
right?
cannot see what is.
What is going on? He freeze. He froze. What's going on?
Oh, because he showed. Oh, there you go.
Everybody on Kumu, please share the stream if you can. We will greatly appreciate it.
Yep. What's up, Joe? Let's see who's on.
Sorry, guys. for the
Conrad,
technical
what's up?
difficulties.
Mark your range, what's up? ESMM, what's up?
Jeez.
Thanks for joining.
My iPod
We are-
sucks.
This is like the worst start to a show.
Share it directly to Steven.
Well,
we
he
all
should
in
be in the
sync
group
now?
message. I think so, yeah. I
Okay.
think we're all live.
Yeah.
I had such
We're
the
good.
most wackest lag or whatever, so I don't know if you guys heard anything I was saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, we heard you.
we heard you.
Okay.
Maybe there's a way to like lower our bit rate or something like that on the controller. I don't know. I've got a bunch of things just running right now
Well, that's
I
why I
got my
turned everything
laptop,
off on my.
got my
on the
phone,
laptop. Yeah.
I got
Yep.
I got my iPod Touch running. It's weird. Burn
Well,
the
if you
house
have
down.
anything running in your background or whatever, then I would turn that stuff off or whatever. But
Yeah. No, I'm okay. I'm on a laptop.
okay, cool. So
I'm on my work laptop.
all right, so I just want to pod. So let's talk real quick. Ninja, let them know where you're coming in from. Let's do a proper introduction. Joff, let them know where you are coming in from today, sir.
You know, Pull Out Gang, Northside San Jose, Trimble Crew. You know, we taking over the abandoned parking lot at Fry's. Junction Boys.
Very good. Ninja, what about you? Where are you coming in from?
Yo, I'm coming in from San Jose, California, Berryessa, right next to the King Egg Roll and the BART station. It's a nice area, I guess. A little bit of an overlap between the poor and the rich. I'm right
What's up, honey?
right in the middle,
And they are
deep
taking
in
our.
the east side of California.
I was about to say I am very upset because they are. Well, we got 3 years left with this flea market, and we're gonna lose it. So that's what
Yep.
I'm very upset at.
Damn Bart.
Yeah.
Because of Bart.
It's not just BART. It's like I mean, they want to develop stuff. They want to make things a little bit more. They want to make that BART worth it, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah, breaks my heart, but we don't want to talk about heartbreaking things tonight. Hopefully not. I don't know. Jay Jericho, what's up? Let him know where you are live streaming from, my good friend.
I am live streaming from Milpitas, California, home of the Milpitas High School Trojans, Hamtown, La Milpa, Alviso, Great Mall of the Bay Area. We repping all
The G Mall.
the G Mall,
Well,
where
the
Joff
gangsta
put
shop.
where Joff put kids to shame at the Legoland.
That's right. Fucking Duplo motherfuckers.
And also, Jason, at one time, Milpitas was the most. You guys had the most. What's that? Watched porn in all of the country. Milpitas, California, was the most
Pornhub.
watched. You guys
Pornhub.
watched the most porn, right? Amongst everyone in the country.
Sure.
No, Peter's just laid claim to that.
I'll
That's
take
tight.
that. I'll take that.
Yeah,
That's a
look at that.
compliment. We also have an
Look at that.
Olympian. We have an
I'm
American
yeah.
Olympian going to Tokyo this year
There you
in
go.
gymnastics.
There you go.
What?
Shout out.
Yeah, I was just
And,
gonna say I
and you
had
have
a
Jason also
VPN.
from the Hub 408. You have Jason from the
That's
Hub
right.
408.
Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, you are cool.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, you are good.
Says who?
Says all our fans in the chat.
And also, I don't do
We do?
shows. I don't do shows with
Thank you,
jamokes.
GeoWorks.
You know, I don't do shows with jamokes like Joff says. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. My name is Ron Sara. I am live streaming from Southside San Jose tonight. I am in the 7,000 Mile Studios tonight, amongst what do you call it? Amongst all the treasures and the crime and the grime and the food and the whistleblowers and the protesters and the skirt chasers and the gentlemen and the dogs and giraffes and rhinos and all that shit. So I hope you guys are doing good. Anyways, we're talking about tonight what makes a great team. Who produced the show, by the way? Who's
Joff
it?
again.
Ninja?
Joff.
Was it?
No, it's Joffrey.
Oh, Joff. Joff, you talked about we're talking about tonight what makes a great
Cruise.
team.
Yeah, cruise, heist cruise,
Crews,
thieves, fucking thieves.
thieves, and all that stuff. So,
Yeah,
guys down there at the bottom, let us know if you guys want to join in on the conversation. I was gonna say that.
thieving motherfuckers.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see who's in the chat right now. Oh, let's show this one on stream. This one's for a certain hub member here. You know this guy right here, right? This guy. Hi guys.
Hey, Nina Freya.
That's for
Nina Freya
everybody.
just
Not,
joined.
not just for me.
I know, but I'm just saying. Shout out to Joe Boss there in the on the Facebook
Ooh,
side of
thank you,
What's up,
things,
Nina,
Kickflip?
for the Mabuhay.
and also, here's another one for Jason. Right there,
What's up?
Kid Flip.
What's up, kid?
What's good?
What's good?
I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you guys, man, for hanging out with us. You guys are cool. And now I can't get out of that showing the. I don't know if that'll go away soon.
Oh.
If it's just stuck
It
there.
goes away. Yeah, it goes away.
Okay. Again, we're talking about what makes a good
Are they doing
heist
a
team.
Kumu USA meetup from Nina? No, we're not doing a meetup. We're doing a OBS stream. So we're all in our houses streaming through OBS.
But you can meet some of us Kumu USA users in Las Vegas on October 16th through the 18th at the first KumuCon here in North America. So to all you North Americans out there, I know that the news has been talked about and all that stuff. So, I got a green light. They're like, yeah, go ahead and talk about that stuff. So all I'm saying is if you want to see your favorite Kumu users from North America, come through. It's going to be so awesome. Can't wait to meet. I know I'm going to see people like Samster, Kumu legend here. Hopefully we could get people like Jake Montero. I would love to see my old school friends that have been with me on this app for such a long time, but also my new school friends too. All the people that I've met like in the last year and a half or 2 years or whatever. Shout out to you guys. I know I've been talking to people like Rodell, Jonathan86, them cats. I'm like, yo, I hope to see you guys. So anyone that's out there, I hope to see you guys, yo, for real. Let's see. So yeah, we're talking about what makes a good crew.
Yeah, good crew.
Talk about tonight's topic real quick.
Yeah, it's like I've always been fascinated with like heist movies, and when I think of crews, obviously, like I think of us, like if we are gonna do some thieving shit, you know, what roles would we play? And I always thought of us that we're not the violent type crew. We're just thieves. We're not gonna get into like you know shootouts out heat style or the town. We're more like just fucking robbers. We're not violent felons. You know what I mean? So I was just curious and like who does what in the crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think before we get into that, maybe we can talk about some of the best crews out there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like what's a great what makes a great crew and what crew embodies that? Like from all the stuff that we've seen, okay. Oh, I forget that Ron can do that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's tripping me out. Yeah, but maybe we should talk about what some of the best crews are out there. Like, I don't know, Joff. What are some crews that you think? What's one crew that you think is really really good for what they do?
Shit. Uh, the heist or just freaking like a criminal enterprise in general.
I think we were talking about heists in
Oh,
general,
okay,
right?
okay.
Like
Yeah,
heists,
heist.
like heist crews. You know,
Uh, obviously, Ocean's Crew, Ocean's 11.
for sure, 100% a great crew. But sometimes I feel like there's 11 people in there. That's way too many people, don't you think?
Yeah.
Well, they do run big ass jobs. It's like elaborate shit. But like a smaller crew, probably seen Logan Lucky, like Channing Tatum's crew, when they did a NASCAR heist. Uh, Lock, Stock,
A- Adam Driver, right?
yeah, uh, yeah, the Lock, Stock crew. There's only what, four of them. Well, there's a bunch of crews.
Right, but I mean, what makes them a great crew? Like let's take
Or
the
what does it
Logan
take
Lucky
to make
crew.
a
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Logan Lucky crew. Why are they a good crew? What are their roles and what do they do and why are they good?
I mean, Channing Tatum, he 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 planned it, and they can get greedy, right? Like, there's a tendency for members of the crew to get greedy a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
he kind of he made a failsafe for that. You know what I mean? It's like they well, I don't want to spoil something if they haven't seen it, but yeah, they have, you know, at first they thought they didn't get nearly enough, but there's a reason why he did that. And he had it's an intricate plan, and he it feels like he wasn't everybody's on the need to know, right? uh for that type of crew, because he could only trust a certain amount of people with his plan. Even then, he didn't really like he pretty he kept it pretty close to the chest, so everybody would just you know do what they have to do. They didn't overreach, or certain members that he left out in the dark. Pretty much everybody that he knows their tendency to kind of he just built a plan, uh taking into account their tendencies as people, to kind of ensure that their heist would go through smoothly or as planned, and that they're gonna get away with it and with the money. So that It's pretty much all. I think all the same crews have certain characteristics that certain parts of the team would totally work with each other. Not like fucking Heat, Wayne Gross, fucking fucking
My favorite.
yeah. He's just
My
fucking insane.
favorite
That's why
guy.
Yeah.
fucking they gave him problems because he's a fucking wild card. I mean, at some point, you can't trust those dudes. So that's why they got fucked up because of that. So and yeah, same with the town. Same shit. But I think that's par for the course for those type of movies. They have to have some violent endings because
Well, I mean, yeah, what they're doing is basically, extremely dangerous, extremely like illegal, you know, things that
yeah,
can
armed
obviously
like
end with
straight
yeah, they're
robbery.
armed robbery, right? Yeah, yeah. So okay, let's say one group that you think is the best crew. Jay, what is the number one crew for you,
For me,
and why? And why?
it's the Leverage crew because they're totally in sync. They all follow. They all stick to one plan, and if they have to change plans, then they do it on the fly if they have to. Because I mean, they're set. You have the tech guy, you have the hitter, you have the thief,
Yeah, they have
you have the
roles. Yeah,
grifter, and then you have the brains.
Mhm.
So and the leader. So
Yeah.
it's set. It's all planned out, and they run multiple cons. It's pretty much they're stealing from the rich and giving back to the people they hurt. So that's the reason why it's like a show versus a movie. Like a show drags it out. You could see multiple cons at any moment. As far as a movie, you only see it once, but a build up.
yeah, the one big job.
It's like a one big job. But for me, like that's why I always pick the Leverage crew, is just because they tend to make it up a plan. So it's like every episode that you watch is a different con. It's the same con, but it's a different con. Like like they say, there's only 7 original cons made for the confidence game, and people who run those cons branch out from it, either make it their own or they keep it original, but adapt to different situations that's happening.
Yep.
That what they want to do. So that's why it's like the confidence game is I think the way to go if you don't want to kill nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
It is. I was gonna say, Jason. It is definitely an old profession.
Yeah.
Right. It's been here since the dawn of man. You know what I mean?
Takes more skill.
Yes,
Yeah,
and not only that,
takes
you
more
got to be a
skills.
very manipulative person. You got to be cold-hearted. Got to be very selfish to be a con man or to run
You gotta be
scams.
charming too.
And that too.
Yeah.
That too. Look at Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah, great answer though, Jason. I've yet to watch that show though that you're talking about.
I have all 5 seasons on DVD.
DVD. Wow. Oh,
DVD.
the classic format. Classic
Yeah.
format.
Like I honestly enjoyed that show until they actually started their own company in that office with all the high tech stuff. That's when I stopped watching it because it got
Is that season
way
3?
too. Yeah, it was like season 2 or 3, something like that. It was really quick, and that's when I started not. That's when I basically stopped watching it because I was just like, damn, these guys are rich now. And I always talk about this other show that I enjoy. It's a BBC show. It's called Hustle, and it's a 4-man crew, and they do long-term heist plans. Like one season is like one heist kind of thing. And the reason why I like that show is that they show these guys doing small-time hustles, right? Like building capital just little tiny things here and there to build up the money that they need to pull off the big con. And because it's like, each season's like 6 episodes or something like that, it goes through it goes through a progression. You start on the small stuff, the petty crime, the petty cons, and you gradually up it to the big cons. Whereas Leverage for me was, especially in the first season, it was great, but it was, each episode was self-contained, and they basically had, they did their con and they were done for it, right?
Yeah.
There was an overarching storyline, but it was kind of like in the background for the main guy, how he was like an insurance adjuster or something like that.
Yeah.
But the reason why I think Hustle, that crew, is a lot more interesting is because they're all con artists, but they all, again, have their own roles, and they all basically work together to pull off little cons to build capital and then pull the big con. And actually, no, I think it was a 5-man crew. It's been a while since I watched it. It's a little bit older show. I think they have it on Amazon Prime.
Check it out. Check it out.
Yeah, check it out. It's called Hustle. But honestly, my favorite crew out of all the fictional crews is the Fast and the Furious people.
All right. Well, of course, they are very much in the public eye right now and stuff like that. All right. So, Waldo, talk about one of the how long has this franchise been going on? Almost a decade now. So, I mean,
Yeah, almost a decade. Yeah.
this is one of the most celebrated.
2 decades.
2?
Not 2 decades?
Is
That was
it 2?
2000.
Yeah, early 2000s, I think. Yeah, because they were
So-
stealing. The first thing they stole were like combo TVs, VCRs. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that's what they were stealing.
Yeah. They're
On
stealing,
that first truck.
they're
on that
stealing
first
stuff
one. Sure.
Dog.
to sell stuff.
And sometimes you like seeing them do the small jobs and stuff. But yeah, Waldo, talk about one of the greatest crews in cinematic history here.
The reason why I really like these guys is because they're family.
All right. Very good.
And for the first few movies, obviously they weren't like overly over the top, right? I mean, especially the first movie. If you guys remember the first movie, it was a pretty grounded take on thieves, right? Obviously there's stunts, and obviously there's things that kind of push the suspension of disbelief, like when the cars went under the semis, right? Like you can't really do that in real life. You have to get the semis to be raised a little bit to do all that kind of stuff. But it was very much blue collar thieves, right? Blue collar heists. They were stealing merchandise, they weren't really breaking into banks. It was just, ground level type stuff. They all drove like Civics, souped up Civics to do their heists. They had grapple guns and, just all these things that weren't like super high tech, and that's kind of what I liked about it. Their plans, as much as they could plan, was very much, while the things are being transported, let's hit them. They weren't necessarily the smartest people in the world, but they weren't dumb about it, right? They knew what they wanted to hit, they knew what they wanted to steal, and they got in and they got out, right? And and that's kind of why I liked the first. That's kind of why I liked the first movie, is because it was such small stakes.
Yes.
It wasn't like the end of the world. They weren't going against like, Jason Statham or John Cena. They weren't shooting, they weren't driving submarines or anything like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think in 5 it got really fun again, but it became even more of a heist film and less of a car film, right? Like,
That's the one in Brazil, right?
Yeah.
That's the first one in Brazil where they steal the safe.
Yeah.
Ron's favorite line.
Yeah. Welcome to Brazil.
What is it, Jason? Do it. Do the arms. Do the arms press.
Do the arms.
Yeah, do the arms press, dude.
This is Brazil.
Very good. Thank you so much
It's
for
actually
that.
so this franchise has been running 2 decades. By the way, two
Yeah.
decades.
2 decades.
2 decades.
Jesus.
I know it's pretty insane.
I was gonna say, Jason, do you like it when I would repeat that line to you all the time? By the way, I would just tell
Like,
Jason that out of nowhere too. By the way, do
like
you
in front
enjoy
of hella
that?
people too.
In
I
front
don't
of
care.
yeah, this is
That's what makes
Brazil.
it more.
It's like,
That's what makes it more funny because then people look at you and they were just hella laughing.
hey, but some of them get the joke though too, right? They're like, oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, I hope they do.
I hope they do. All right, but
You know, it's weird. People who get it either hate it or love it, right? It's I don't know why, but it's such a weird react. It's such a divisive, uh, polarizing line from which is basically a throwaway line from a movie, right? I mean, it doesn't really add anything. But some people like it, and some people absolutely hate the way he says Brazil.
Joff, I was about to say, how did you feel when Vin put his arms out like that, dressed in all white? Was he in all white, Joff?
Yeah, all white.
Was it all white? I don't know.
I was all white. White
I think he
pants
was in
and
his
white
How'd you
beater.
feel about
wife,
that promo, Joff? Was
wife
that
beater,
promo
right?
worthy right there?
Yeah.
Was that a mic drop promo from Vin? This is Brazil.
Nah, I still go to the first Fast and the Furious. You know, I live my life. A quarter mile at a time.
Quarter mile at a
At a
time.
Yeah.
You ain't down with Too Fast, Too Furious? What's up, cuz?
Dude,
Nah,
Jason,
man.
that's one of
I
my
haven't even
favorites
seen
right
that
there, right,
movie.
Jay?
Nah,
Jason.
that
I
movie's
haven't
Dude,
terrible.
I
seen
think
the
me and
second one.
Jason are the only ones that love that entire thing, right, Jason?
It's just so funny. Like it's weird seeing Paul Walker and Tyrese talking like that the entire time. It's
Have you
hella
guys
funny as hell.
seen? I think there was, well, I don't think it's on YouTube anymore, Jason, but there was like a 15-minute where they take all the cuz. Anytime they say the word cut, they did a super cut.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's an amazing
What's up,
super
cuz?
cut. So, Jason, I'm glad you brought that movie up because, it's cringeworthy, but I mean, and they had a good crew right there too. Finding a good crew with his old best friend too, right?
Yeah.
Tyrese, a Coca-Cola kid. You feel me? Well, Ninja,
Maybe.
you brought up this crew. So let's talk to Jason real quick. Jason, out of the Fast and Furious crew, who's your favorite member, actually?
Um.
Yeah, who's your favorite team
Damn.
member out of all the guys? I know we've talked about this before, but I'm just saying, like, as far as like what they do. I mean, there's certain guys you know, but I'm just saying, who's your favorite crew member, or maybe their skill.
I still gotta go with Brian O'Connor, man. He grew from some
Oh, you like his arc, huh?
yeah, just like his entire arc from being like a young cop, like undercover cop, to
A
what he was
Keanu
now.
Reeves
Yeah.
type.
What about
A
when he
Johnny
said,
Utah.
what about when I had you, dude? I had you.
You had me. You never had your car.
Yeah, you never had your car. Crazy. What about you though, Joff? Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite crew member? I mean, we all have ours, but I'm just saying, who's your favorite crew member as of
Of
right
all of them, or just the original? Like,
now? Could be all of them. Could be all of them. What's up?
was Statham really part of the crew?
Debatable. I mean,
I mean, they did team
guys.
up. They teamed up. They teamed up.
In one movie. So they did team up in one movie.
All right,
Yes.
we'll talk about that,
I mean,
Joff.
it's-
Is it that guy? Is it that guy, Joff?
I mean, I don't think I've even seen that movie where I knew he was some fucking Luke Evans' brother. He's supposed to, but he was the villain, right? But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he's probably. I hate him as an actor, but
Mm.
I like his role here because it's so ridiculous. It's like it's super not him in real life. Not saying he's dumb, but Luda being a computer whiz.
Okay. What? Okay. So
Hey
you
man,
like him being the computer whiz?
yeah man, I like people that make shit,
Oh,
make shit work.
tinkerers, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's the he's the fucking gear guy or whatever. Like he makes shit. So yeah, Luda.
I was gonna say with that guy too, Joff. Didn't really have a crazy arc. Just always there for the team, though.
Yeah, he's just there. He's just working on shit for the team. You know.
But he's been having money too, right, Jason? I think in was that in Too Fast? Right? Was it in that one? Where is he
Oh yeah, he's
introduced in that one?
always making money. Yeah,
Is he introduced in that one?
yeah. Second one, yeah.
Yeah. So like when you first meet him, he already has his garage, right? Has his setup going on. Me and Jason are big Luda. Well, I think all of us here are big Luda fans anyway. You know what I mean? So, you know. I was gonna say, what about you though?
But I feel kind of weird that he's the hacker guy, and then like, doesn't his sister start joining up in the later movies, and then she becomes the hacker?
She's not actually. She's not the sister. Kind of a love interest,
Is she?
or
Man, I don't remember. I thought she was a sister or something.
no,
Like in the eighth movie, I thought she was a sister.
Miss Sunday.
Mm.
no. They're, Tyrese and Luda kept going after her. Like
Yeah, Miss Sunday.
I don't remember.
Oh, see,
I don't
okay.
really pay attention. I just watch it for action. Either way, I was just like, they added another person,
Damn,
and
you have the
she's
lore
like
down
the hacker
pretty
there.
good, Jason.
huh? The what?
Mm. No, I was gonna say
I just
Jason
thought it was
had the lore down pretty good.
Oh yeah, I do. Great.
Luda's not even the best driver, right? He's not even the.
no,
I don't think he's even.
no, because he's a hacker.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a hacker, not a driver. I just think it's weird that they added another hacker or tech person in that girl. I just thought it was kind of odd.
Well, for you, Waldo, since you did bring up this crew, who's a member that you like here?
I've always talked about it, but Han is my favorite character. I mean, he's kind of a all around type person. Like he doesn't really fit a role, but if he were to be given a role, he's kind of like a wise man, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of like the calming effect for like everybody. You know, he comes in, he doesn't. He's insanely chill. It looks like he doesn't really care about anything. He says a couple lines, kind of diffuses the situation, and then everyone just kind of moves on. You know, and I I like that. That's what he kind of just does. He doesn't have to really do much of anything. His presence is enough, I think, to kind of um, keep everyone on track. You know, he's kind of like a wrangler of things. You know, like obviously Vin Diesel is the leader and he's the guy that's driving everything, but Han is kind of the guy that kind of make sure that it doesn't go too crazy. He's almost kind of like the voice of reason, I guess. Especially in the third movie, if you listen to the stuff that he talks about, he kind of plays this wise man kind of role, like a mentor almost. And I really like that character. Like it doesn't really fit into the traditional heist crew, but it's kind of neat to have like a sage, I guess.
Mm. I was gonna say, again, Han, who's celebrated and loved to. He's a huge part. He's I believe he's a Boba Fett of the crew. You know, he has a cult like status, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't drive the action or anything like that. You know, he definitely is not a primary driver. He's just kind of there. Um, but I think part of it is because he's interesting because part of it is that he doesn't he's mysterious in a lot of ways. When you first see him, he doesn't really you don't really know anything about him. It's like, why is he in Japan? Why is he chilling there? What's he doing? And then you get a little bit more of the background, and he's just been kind of a drifter, And it seems like he's kind of like drifting through life and picking up wisdom along the way. It's like a wandering philosopher, almost like a bard, I guess. And I think that kind of appeals to me because of that.
I had a hard time just choosing right now about who I feel is my favorite, you know, um, member out of that crew. You know, maybe Han, because I just love his you know they wanted revenge, and not only that, but Vin Diesel, I'm here for him. You know what I mean? Like there was a very you really felt like he was very very much important to these folks. Of course, I like also how he comes from a different movie too. That's very cool. I just read in a recent interview about they asked him about the whole eating aspect, and he was like, "Well, when I was Han and Joylet Club, I'm over here smoking cigarettes, and it's a harder edge character." So, he said he learned from the greats of like Steve McQueen, the Brad Pitts, where they're always
Yeah.
playing around. You get to play
Yeah.
with something in your hand while you're acting. You know what I mean? And he chose to eat. He chose to eat, so he took the Brad Pitt, right? Joff did
Yep.
that. I mean, guys, right? Brad
Yeah.
Pitt did
Ocean's
that in,
11. He's always fucking eating.
Yeah, I think he directly
directly
cribbed that.
stole, bit that from him, right?
Yeah, that style. Yeah.
So, so it's hard to go with that, and then also I'm maybe on the fence of, I'm kind of on the fence of who to choose because I love Jason's points also of Paul Walker's character. The Hub 408 knows that I'm a big Paul Walker fan. Even before he died, I was calling this dude P Dub and all that stuff. And like I said, I got onto these movies late. I got onto this movie, or I watched the first one in full, I guess, and really like paid attention when I was in the Philippines, and ran through the entire series and all that stuff, and kept up with it. And just like what Jason said, I really like his arc. I haven't seen the new one yet, and I know there's been spoilers out there already and all this stuff too. So I'm just kind of excited to see, um, the movie, and also to maybe feel that presence too, because of course he's an integral part. So yeah, I don't think I could choose this. That's kind of cool. That's a very cool crew, by the way. You know what I mean? It's just hard to choose for me, but I'd probably lean more towards the great Brian O'Connor too. And I mean, come on, dog. Jason. He said "cuz" like what 100 times in that movie, dog. Like that shit was amazing. It ain't like that, "cuz." Like when he said that one, I love that. It ain't like that, "cuz." Like the way he said that one. That one I really really enjoyed. So yeah. What's another crew that we could dissect? What's another crew that we could
I don't know.
dissect?
What's your favorite crew? Fictional crew.
For me?
Ron, you never gave one. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
you never had one.
I liked I like the crew from Goodfellas when it was good. When it was good. So
Okay.
Tommy,
Go on. Talk about that.
Henry, Robert De Niro's character when he first meets these kids. Henry Hill, he ends up parking cars, right? He ends up parking cars for the the crew down there. That's how he gets his start. Also, Tommy, he meets Tommy, pushing cigarettes. So they were running that whole scam of jacking cigarette trucks and pushing that. and they had a pretty good run. So these guys knew each other ever since they were kids. You know, these guys knew each other since they were kids, and not only that, started running bigger scams and all that stuff. I'm a big, Godfather fan. I'm a big, I love all those true crime movies. You know what I mean? So when you see the little scams, no, Waldo had talked about, he liked the first Fast and the Furious movie because the stakes were low. Like these guys are robbing cigarette trucks, right, guys? They're taking cigarette trucks or whatever scam there was going on, like back in the day, selling coats, knocking down parking meters, whatever it was. These guys were just getting money because we gotta pay up to the skipper, you know what I mean, and put it on the family. So I like that crew until they did get sloppy, right? The biggest, the Lufthansa heist, which was based off of a real heist. I believe they took 87 million or 90 million off of a plane. You know what I mean? They put together supposedly a good crew. They had an inside guy, all this stuff. It was set up very beautifully. But I think what's his name? I think his name was Stax in there. Samuel Jackson forgot to get rid of the getaway van, and they found the prints and all that stuff. So that's why they had to start whacking each other out. Sorry, I almost said something else, but but they started taking each other out and all that stuff. And these people weren't listening. They were buying furs. They were being out loud with their stuff. So I love that they had that crew. The main crew had those basic rules of keep your shit clean. But of course, when folks get greedy and all that stuff, like say a Tommy or whoever, you start acting a certain way, you start wanting to be a certain way, and then it goes down that way too. But yeah, I don't know. I like the dysfunctional crews, Waldo. Joff brought up, the crew from Heat. The,
Yeah.
the main crew is great, but when they
Yeah.
added a Wayne Grow, who
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
love that character so much because he's such a snake, and he looks like Jake the Snake too. How we always talk about that, like, oh, he looks like Jake the Snake. But yeah, Wayne Grow, you know what I mean. Also, what's his name? And there was a good crew member too, Danny Trejo too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good crew member too.
Yeah, I think in terms of like storytelling, it's always good to add those kinds of characters, right? The wild cards, the ones that you can't really trust, right? Because they're the ones who kind of bring the tension. Even if you think like, wait, why would they add someone like that? But obviously, desperate times, desperate measures.
They're short. Yeah.
Yeah, they need people, right? And it's always there's always that push and pull, that tension of like, okay, we got our close knit group, but now we have to bring someone else on. Who can we bring on? Who can we trust with this? And it's always good to bring like someone who's unpredictable for a story.
Yeah.
In real life, obviously, I don't know if you would necessarily do that, but I've
you
never
wouldn't
had to
risk-
put
you
together
wouldn't
a
risk
crew
it.
like that.
Especially for a big job, you wouldn't risk it.
Right. In real life, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
In a story, in a heartbeat, yes, 100%. Give me that conflict.
Yeah, what are some other good crews out there?
Yeah. All my favorite crews, Ocean's crew, but they're just so big, and they're always
Yeah,
bankrolled.
there's
Well,
11. Yeah.
And they're
I was gonna
bankrolled.
say, Jeff, talk about the Ocean's crew real quick. You said, I mean, well, they've only had what 3 movies, right? But I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. I
great
mean,
crew. Talk about them real quick.
they always had. It's it's hard because it seems like they're a corporation, right? Because they're they're bankrolled. Somebody's bankrolling them, and yeah, they run big
Mm.
jobs. They run big jobs. That's why they.
Right. They
That's
go
why.
right to big jobs.
Yeah, that's why they have such a big crew, which makes sense if you're if you have a big project, you know you have specialists that would play their part, like yeah, uh, you know, him and Brad Pitt's character, they're the planners, and then uh, fucking Matt Damon's character is kind of a like a middle
He's the new
manager.
guy, right?
There's like a
Wasn't he
yeah,
the
it's
new
like a
guy?
middle manager. It's like and
Yeah.
then uh, freaking I dude, I feel bad. I don't know the actor's name, but the Grease man, Yen. That
Yeah, I don't know his name either.
that
Yeah.
shit
The
always
acrobat?
makes me laugh. Yeah, the
Oh, that
acrobat.
guy's incredible. Yeah.
That shit always makes me laugh, right? Like fucking he'll speak in Chinese and then they understand him and like he understands English, but they never
Oh yeah, that's right.
he never he
Yeah,
never
yeah.
he never speak
It's big-
he never
yeah.
spoke Chinese English and nobody I think a couple of scenes where like the third movie where Matt Damon's pretending to be his assistant, that's the only time that somebody spoke Chinese back to him, but like it just makes me laugh.
It's like Star Wars. It's like Star Wars where
yeah,
everyone can
exactly,
understand each other.
exactly. Like he'll say something in Chinese, and then Brad Pitt's gonna like, yeah, you're right, blah blah blah. It's like that shit makes me laugh all the time.
Well, I got a question
And
for you. Well, who is your favorite crew member from that crew then?
my favorite,
This is a hella diverse crew, so I think we'll get some nice different answers out of this. So you'll be up next, Jason, and then Waldo after. But yeah, I want to hear who's your favorite.
I
out of this crew.
like him for different reasons. But if it's probably man, this is problematic as his like it's probably Casey Affleck and Scott Kahn.
The drivers.
The brothers.
The brothers.
They're brothers and they're drivers, right? Weren't
No, they do
drivers?
multiple things. Like they could be like they play. They're kind of like they're utility people.
Yeah, they're
where-
like jack of all trades.
Yeah, yeah.
They're the jack of all trades. Yeah.
Yeah, those guys like hey, we need somebody to be like a janitor, and they'll do it. And a waiter, or a driver, and all this shit like low level hacking. They could do it. And that and Cheadle's character, because he blows shit up.
Nice.
Yeah, those are my favorite members of the crew. Yen too, actually. It's like because he's hilarious. Like like Waldo said, it's like Star Wars. He's an alien,
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
and nobody does what he could do. He's like he's the grease man.
All right, those are awesome picks. What about you, Jason? Who are your favorite guys from the Ocean's crew?
It's going to be Frank Canton and Basher. That's Bernie Mac and
Bernie Mac.
All right.
Bernie Mac and
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Okay,
Basher.
first of all, Jason, I know you're a huge Bernie Mac fan, and this might be possibly why you chose him. But like, talk about his character here.
So his character in the movie is pretty much like the inside
Wait,
guy.
out of respect to what's his character's name too? Frank what?
Frank Canton.
Frank Canton.
Canton.
Okay,
Ramon.
Ramon. Yeah, Ramon.
Okay, go ahead, Jason.
Ramon in the first movie. His second alias in the movie is Ramon.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
God.
so pretty much he plays the inside guy. He's the one who.
Yeah, he's the inside guy. Yeah, that's right.
He's pretty much mostly the inside guy. He infiltrates, as much as possible to get in. He's also a scout. Like he takes notes on everything.
Yeah.
So like like in let me see, number 3, Ocean's 13. So this is my example. So when they had the French guy following Matt Damon,
Yeah.
and then
He's there.
Bernie Mac was following the French guy. So I know the names. I just want to
Vincent
say
Castell or whatever. That's
Yeah. so it's
that's
Talor.
that's your lady's
Linus,
husband in real
yeah.
life.
I know, yeah. He's a handsome dude, man.
Yeah. Fucking yeah. Bernie Mac's character, I always think about where he's pretending to have pneumonia when he wanted to get a transfer to Vegas. His face, he looks so
His
sad.
face lit up.
His face looks so sad when he's like, "Oh yeah, he has pneumonia. He wanted to transfer to Vegas." When he's talking to his manager, like, look at his face. He was like, he looks so sad. And then like the next scene, he's in a taxi on the way to Vegas, all fucking smiles and shit. It's fucking hilarious.
I think my favorite scene was in the first movie, where he was at the dealership getting vans, and then
Oh.
he's all denim like a jean, but his face lit up, which is hella funny. And then he shook his hand and he started crushing like a dude's hand, and just hella funny.
Yeah. And those two idiots are jumping on the van.
And Jason, you talked about Basher too. Was your
Yeah. You know, if you're gonna pull off a big job, you do need someone to handle demolition, someone who understands timing on when to blow shit up, not just like we're just gonna blow shit up.
Yeah, no,
He likes to plan his shit out.
Yeah, a technical guy too.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like when you like in the beginning of the movie when Brad Pitt was going to pick him up, and then he was with a different crew.
Yeah.
And then he yelled at one person because they only had one job, was to check the sensors, and they couldn't even do that shit. So just like yeah, those are my guys right there. And then
who would be your honorable mention there? I guess.
my honorable mention would be damn hard Rusty.
Oh.
Brad Pitt.
Probably, arguably one of the most stylish guys in the crew too. Correct.
Very stylish, very charming. Yeah.
I was gonna say, for me, it would probably be. I like Joff's pick. Those were gonna be the first guys that I was gonna mention. I love Casey Affleck, his role in these movies. I love how they would just argue all the time and all that stuff. But I like Matt Damon's character. I love that he was
trying to make his own name, right?
Trying to make his bones.
Yeah.
The scene where they're doing the whole riddles at the table, that whole
on the
ridiculous, ridiculous. He's like, "Yo, you just insulted,"
Yeah.
That's so funny, and not only that, but spoiler alert, like when his dad has to bail him out and his parents and all that stuff. It just shows that this guy
so embarrassed. He was so embarrassed.
Like what Jason, when Jason had brought up, the Leverage crew. When you talk about, there's only a certain number of cons, and it's how you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even in say like if you watch enough wrestling shoot interviews, you'll hear some of the cons that these guys pull on the road. You know what I mean? And it's the same cons that these guys are doing. Like the Mabel. You know what I mean? It's variations of the old switcheroo where you get, you know what I mean? It's all this stuff to where it's a con on top of a con on top of a con. It'll be a long con. So like this guy is learning. You get to see his journey. You get even him doing the what's that, Jason? The pickpocket. I love those scenes. You know what I mean? Like I love those little things. So I'm gonna go with him, but I would say I was gonna go with Rusty as my third, right? But you know who I like to, somehow he pulled through was fucking Linus. I don't know how that guy pulled through working on this crew. You got to have balls to work on this crew. So Linus is over here sweating, doing all these you know what I'm saying, guys? Like he's out here struggling, you know what I mean? But somehow he's able to pull through. And not only that, they include him in the crew because if you really truly sucked, you're probably not going to be working with Danny Ocean.
Yeah.
Danny sees that he could be my fourth too. Danny is such a questionable leader in some of the things, like dude, we're doing this for these reasons. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like the balls to pull off some of the things that
he knows his
that
staff. He knows his people.
he knows his folks.
So,
He knows his
yeah.
folks. So, yeah, pretty good leader. Pretty good leader right there. Well, I was gonna say maybe we could segue into this. Who are good crew leaders? Who are some real good crew leaders out there?
Memphis Reigns.
I actually don't.
Like I
get
love
that
Gone in
reference.
60 Seconds.
Okay,
That's,
Yeah, yeah, that's. 'Cause it's not his fault. His fucking brother's
no.
a fucking idiot. So.
Gone in
Yeah,
60 Seconds.
yeah.
Any other guys out there? Who are some good leaders that we can kind of dissect? Well, I was gonna say this. How about they were kind of rogue outlaws. What about the A-Team? Right? They got a count. They were pulling jobs, right?
Hannibal.
Good leader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Good leader right there.
I don't want to pick a leader of a violent crew.
Like Tony
What, like
Soprano.
No,
Robert De Niro.
yeah, Neil McCauley or fucking Affleck's character.
Oh, what about the crew in Ronin? What about De Niro's leadership there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's definitely willing to get violent. But
Yeah,
they're
but-
not necessarily. But
Yeah,
they're not
he
super
was-
violent. or anything
Yeah,
like
he
that,
was
yeah.
avoiding it at all costs. Like, yeah,
Which is different from a lot of his roles too, right? Where
I'm gonna say, Clive Owen's character in Inside Man.
Inside Man.
oh man, great movie too, by the way.
Like, I mean, the plan was wild. He basically he took the toughest part of the whole plan for himself, right? Didn't get anyone killed. Basically had his crew he planned, like they planned this entire heist, and everyone knew what to say and what to do at certain times in the entire heist. Basically just trolling the shit out of Denzel Washington, just that entire time. And you're trying to, and you're the cool thing about that entire movie too is that you also don't know as an audience member who are the people in the heist, right? Until the very end of the movie, you have no idea who's in the group and who's not in the group. That's how interesting and cool this plan was. Like everyone was wearing like masks, everyone was wearing jumpsuits, everyone was basically like screaming at each other because they were so scared because they didn't know what was going on. So everyone seemed like a victim until you get to the very very end, and you're just kind of like, oh, these people are all in on it. And then you find out what Clive Owen was doing the entire time, and you're just kind of like, oh damn. Like I said, he took the hardest part of that whole thing, and well, arguably the hardest part, right? Like, I mean, he was cooped up in a small in a small area for a very long time. So it's like, I like his style because he trusted his crew to do the thing that they planned, right? Like he didn't have to micromanage them.
Yeah.
Especially after the whole thing was done and he was doing his thing, the rest of the crew was pulling off the plan, and he didn't have to micromanage. He didn't have to like constantly watch them. He was like, you're in the crew. I trust you guys. These are your jobs. Go do it. And I think that's for him. I think that's a great. I think he makes a great leader.
I think most of all the leaders that are good, that's their they don't micromanage. That's I
Talk
think
about that
that's
real quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's part of what makes them great. Like they trust you to do your part. You know
L-
that you're in the crew for a reason.
Joff,
And
Joff, it's more like like I don't have to hold your hand, correct?
yeah, yeah, it's like, hey, you're a pro. You know what to do. You know what I mean? That's why you're here. Do your shit.
I was gonna say who's a good leader for you though, Joff. That's a great leader too, by the way, Ninja, who you talked about, Clive Owen's character in Inside.
Inside Man.
Yeah, great movie, guys.
Tony Stark. Time heist.
Tony, okay, this counts. Tony Stark, Time Heist. Talk about
Technically, yes. Technically, yes.
I mean, that's his plan. It didn't work without him. You know what I
this.
mean? And he had enough room to like improvise when shit wasn't working. So yeah, Tony's Time Heist crew.
I was gonna say that was a pretty good crew though. If you're gonna have any type of, that could be the most Jason, right? That could be the most.
If Captain America
crew.
is your number two, if Captain America is your number two, then yes, I guess that's a great crew.
Possibly, maybe the only crew that can go against maybe the Fast and the Furious crew, maybe. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's true. They are stealing time.
there we go. Very good. I was gonna say, that's a very good leader. Of course, I'm a Tony Stark fan. But Jason, you got a leader that in your head? I like that Tony Stark one too, by the way, Joff. That's hilarious. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, they did the time heist. But yeah, Jason, what about you?
I don't have a specific one. That's the crazy part. Like 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 what I could think about right now would be Sam Worthington's character in Man on the Ledge,
Mm,
orchestrating an entire heist to prove his innocence while being the distraction on the ledge. So
mm.
if
I
you've never
never
seen it,
seen that
it's
one.
actually a pretty good movie.
Damn, that's
I'll check it out.
I was gonna say not a movie that really gets talked about, but you happen to just really like his role in that film.
Yeah, because he's trying to prove himself because he was a cop that got framed and he
Mhm.
became an ex-con. So then he's trying to prove his innocence to the person that framed him, and then with the help of his younger brother and his brother's girlfriend, they pulled off a heist to prove his innocence. So it's hella crazy, and he orchestrated the entire thing while he was being the distraction for everybody to see on 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 TV. So that's what I kind of see, the guy who's willing to do whatever it takes to help his team accomplish that goal. So that's another quality of a leader.
I like that. I'm gonna go cinematic too, um, and I just wanted to see your guys' reaction off of this. But I'm gonna go with Raheem from Juice. They stay. Jason, they went and robbed Old Man Quiles, right?
Always, man, always. That's messed up. He even ran distraction at the record store. That's what's crazy. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
good
That's a
crew.
leader.
Hey,
That's a good crew.
That's a good crew. I was gonna say
Actually, no, it was Omar Epps that ran the distraction. Sorry.
no, but I
But
was
then
gonna say
he was taking shit for the for his DJ sets. So
I was gonna say, Jason, I loved how even though Raheem was going through his own problems, he wanted his crew to be together, to stick with his crew. When they had that argument in the apartment between Bishop and Q, he tells him that he has some iconic lines in there. Fuck that, we are brothers. Shake on that shit. I want you guys to piece it out. And even though it sucks that it goes down this route, like, I believe Raheem is the one that eventually took. He's the one that picked up the gun from Sweets, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he's the one that picked up the gun from Sweets, and of course, spoiler alert, things go really bad and stuff. But he was the gel of the team. He was, he was the guy of the crew. I like how Jason did bring up, like, when they were doing the record store thing. You know what I mean? Q was out here doing the whole distraction part, yet here's Raheem doing stuff for him. You know what I mean? Yo, I got you. You know what I mean? And you just saw that he was well loved, even in his family too. The way that he interacted with his sister and all that stuff, although questionable when it came to being a dad, right? Kind of questionable when it came to being a dad. And yeah, he had iconic lines there also that I cannot repeat here too. But I was gonna say, yeah, that's a good leader for me, Raheem. So yeah. Any other good leaders that we might have missed?
Mark Wahlberg.
Jin Urso.
You said Mark Wahlberg?
Italian job.
Italian Job. Okay.
Oh man.
Waldo and Jason did not like that. They did not like that Mini Cooper commercial.
Suck, dog. Fucking Edward Norton's fucking outsmarting him the whole time, I think.
Yeah, basically. I was thinking maybe Jin Urso.
That was a heist.
That was a heist.
That's a hell of a heist. That's a hell of a heist right there.
I was thinking for me, Mark Ruffalo, behind the scenes leader in Now You See Me.
Now You See Me? Yeah.
Yeah, he was pulling all the strings.
Yeah, yes, but at the same time, I feel like it was kind of a bait and switch, Like I enjoyed the movie generally, but then when they revealed him as the mastermind the entire time, I was like, okay, I get it. That's the whole point, is that everything's a misdirection in that movie, but I still felt a little cheapened by it. I don't know why.
He felt bamboozled.
Yeah. Like I didn't go, oh dang, that was amazing, right? I went like, oh dang, that's kind of dumb, because the whole time you're just like, the whole time I was like, oh man, if he turned out to be the bad guy, then this would be kind of lame. And then you watch the whole thing, and it turns out he is the bad guy, and I'm like, oh. Well. I was a little let down from that.
I had a feeling
weirdly.
when I actually saw it, I was like, son of a bitch. Good thing I didn't go to the theater and watch this.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's one of those rentals, or you just watch it on TV, right? Like, oof.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun movie. It's just that reveal at the end for me was kind of weirdly cheap. I don't know. But overall, I thought the movie was fun. It's fine. Like they're just con men.
George Clooney in Out of Sight.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. I want to say a terrible leader for a crew, Scott Lang from Ant-Man.
I mean, you got to take into account the crew too. If the crew's kind of, it's kind of his fault. Oh, I don't know. The crew's fucking dumb.
Yeah, the crew is dumb.
That's a great crew, though, guys. That is a great crew.
De facto, they voted him in because he's the smartest guy. And that was his voice. You can't replace him. You can't replace him.
everyone in that crew is good, right? Everyone in that crew is good.
Yes, all of
They're
them are
great.
legit. Yes, all of them are legit. But at the same time, it's like, oh my god.
But you're saying that he's a horrible crew leader.
I think as a leader, I think he wasn't. I mean, he didn't do anything
He didn't-
leadery,
yeah.
right? Like he was the leader, default leader, but what did
Yeah,
he
'cause
actually do?
He had the
I think
technical skills.
Luis might have been more the leader, maybe.
He's more like the mom, you know. He keeps fucking everybody like, you know, making sure they feel good, they got everything they need or whatever.
On the good desserts, on the good breakfast desserts, right? The fact that they had desk at their office was kind of hilarious to me. So
That's
where's my
nice,
desk
though.
at? Like, why does anyone here need a desk though? Seriously.
Hey,
Yeah, but that's basically the leverage crew, right? They have their own company and they do thieving, you know.
Yeah.
And they have an office and they have a desk. That's basically the leverage crew.
It's their cover.
I'm just saying it's funny too.
ex-con
But
security.
these guys definitely should not have a desk. Like what are they doing? Yeah,
And they're
they should not
struggling
be
with food.
This
They're
professional.
struggling with the food. They're like, dude, like, you know, we've been eating oatmeal or whatever the lines were in there. So
Hey, they ain't got no clients yet, dog.
who are some other bad leaders? I did want to segue into this one.
I'm going to say Neil McCauley from Heat. He got his entire crew killed.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a spicy take. Go ahead, Jason.
Ooh,
Come
okay,
on, man. When you robbed the
okay.
bank, you robbed the bank and you're the only one left? Come on, man. That's fucked up.
Horrible leader, you're saying?
A horrible leader, dude. He got everybody. He got
Val
everybody
Kilmer's alive,
DED.
man.
What?
Val Kilmer's alive.
Nah.
Wait, what
Remember
did you say, Jeff?
Ashley Judd signaled him like to get out. Remember he got shot and he was supposed to pick up Ashley Judd.
Yeah, but-
and Ashley Judd. Yeah, but you know, Jason said he got them all killed. Val Kilmer survived, technically.
Well, technically.
Through no fault of his own.
But
Hey, it was
he,
Wayne.
he sacrificed his team to trying to survive, die anyway. So
Hey, that's his. They knew that though. That was his motto. 30
That's
seconds. You
bad,
gotta walk
bad
away.
leader,
Seconds or less. Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
leader.
Well, that's a pretty good.
Al Pacino too. He got his team killed too. So both of them at the same time.
Bad cop, a horrible cop. You mean that?
Yeah.
A good cop just doing a bad job.
Yeah.
Got you.
Incompetent.
Incompetent police officer. Who
Get
also neglected his daughter, who was trying to kill herself, right, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
She felt neglected, right?
What I'm saying, right there.
Adopted.
That's another one for bad father in our Father's Day episode.
Technically, he wasn't the dad. He was,
But he was in a father role, right?
yeah. But the father was in the picture, so
Ah, got you. Okay. Well,
he was just he
Well-
was just banging the mom, not me.
Well, I'll ride with Jason on that. Even though that's one of that Heat is one of our favorite movies here. We of course we love Heat, but I was gonna say that's a good take right there, Jason, on Neil being a bad leader. Who else are some bad leaders, guys?
I mean, I do have to say, maybe he's not a bad leader. He was just a bad leader on this heist, right?
This job.
Yeah.
Right? Because eventually, if you pull stuff, if you do crime long enough, I think the lesson is that eventually it's just going to end bad, right? And I think that's what they were trying to explain was that, yes, they were successful before, but they kept going. They kept going. Then eventually
It was always the one last job that goes wrong.
the one last job. Yeah, and there's a reason why it's the one last job. I mean, there's a reason why it's the last one because that's when they get caught. That's where they die. So maybe It seems like he's a great leader up until that point because these people are super loyal to him throughout all these years, right?
Mhm.
And then just one last job and they got fucked.
All right, I got a scenario for you guys.
Sure.
What if it's me? I'm the one that gets a hot tip. I get a hot tip and I look into it and they tell me it's about a 4-man, 5-man crew. You know I'm going to hit you guys up. I cannot say who here I've done crime with either, but I've committed crime with people here on the screen. Okay?
Dude.
I cannot reveal who or whom, but I've done crime. But if I were to call, I'm going to call the hub 408. So here's the job.
Selling parking permits is small time.
We ran pretty good. Hold on, y'all. Let's.
Hey.
We made a lot of money. Don't even hate, dude. We made a lot
I
of
know,
money.
we can't.
No. What if I had?
Ladies get their free. Oh, what? I guess that's just to get a free.
All right. What if they tell me? Hey guys, it's a clean, quiet job outside of San Jose, outside of the outskirts here, small bank on the outside. Not too much presence, but it's also near the freeway, so there's a thing. So I'm the one that gets a tip. I hit you guys up. What roles are you guys going to? I'll be this guy. I'll be the Jason. Who are you going to be in this heist? What would you contribute? Since you're MacGyver, MacGyver Jr.
Well, I mean, it depends on what's needed. So it's like, do you need
We know
an
there's a
inside
safe.
guy?
We know there's a safe and there's cashiers. So what are we hitting up?
No. So this is the way people. This is I watched too many movies, so I'm just gonna explain it. So instead of hitting the bank, I would hit the armored truck because they carry the cash in and out.
Okay, that's another job. Let's talk about the small bank though. This is a small bank. Are we hitting the tellers or are we hitting the safe? What are we doing? What do you want
That
to do?
depends. That depends. You have
We
to scout
know-
out everything.
Okay.
Depends on the
So you have to scout the entire thing. You got to time every person that comes in and out, everybody that works there. You have to follow them. You got to learn all the banking hours, the time they deposit the money into the vault, the time they take out the money, the time where you also have to, of course, like you gotta have to hack and get into security cameras, and so you could peek. There's a whole bunch of stuff that. So
Well,
I
let's
mean,
say all the
for
information's laid out.
With our skills
Yeah.
right now, I don't think we're doing any of that. I think it's literally going to be a smash and grab.
Exactly.
I don't
That's.
know.
I mean,
It
let's
has
not
to be a smash and grab.
overcomplicate.
We're not
Let's
going
just
to
say-
be doing any of that.
Let's just say we got a tip that there was a huge deposit made in the safe. We all know you don't take, let's say when it comes to the tellers and all that stuff, we're not taking those bottom bills. We're just taking the top bills. We're not taking those bottom bills because all that shit is marked and all that stuff. Let's say we know the basic stuff of that. All right, so we got this tip. There's only one security guard too. There's only one, and he's an old jamoke. Jason, I bet you if you punched him, you knock old Henry down. You know what I mean? But Henry does have a shotgun. You know what I mean? He does at least have a pistol or something like that. You know what I mean? So like,
Damn it, Hank.
yes. I mean, what would your part be in here?
the inside guy.
Okay. Expand on that role. Talk about it.
So instead of having that security guard, it'd be me. Because then
Okay,
I'd have
so-
access to security, and then I'd be the one taking the bullet. knowing the fact that you guys are getting the money, and I will be meeting up with you later. So, I am the inside guy.
All right, so we got to then apply you at this job first before doing this job. I'm just saying
Yep.
the tip's already there. It's that day. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm since I'm the inside guy, so I'm shutting down security. Or making a loop
Okay.
so that there's nothing going on in the back. Clean getaway.
All right.
I just have to be willing to get shot. That's pretty much it.
I don't think we're shooting anybody. I don't think that's part of the plan.
That's the thing.
So
I mean, this is like
you said smash and grab, so there's guns going to be involved. That's what I'm saying. You guys said smash and grab. So
you want me to go
Yeah,
in there and shoot
yeah,
you in
we
the
can.
chest?
Yeah.
you don't have to
Is
shoot
what
me
Joe
in the
Boss is
chest.
saying. Joe Boss is saying he sounds like a strategist. It's not premeditated. That's correct. The whole plan is right now. We have 20 minutes. What's the plan?
Like, we got a tip. This is going down tomorrow.
I mean, you just have to go in and figure out how long the cops are going to get there, and we just smash and grab and get the hell out.
Let's
That's
say
pretty much
5-minute
it.
intervals. The police are going around. I'm just saying, we're in the van.
So someone's
for me, for
already done the
example.
legwork. Someone's done the legwork already. They're just
Yes.
hiring us as goons.
Yes.
What
We are the
roles do we
goons.
play?
Like, for example, me. I'll just say for me, my role, I'm doing crowd control then. Shut the fuck up. Everyone get down on the floor. Shut the fuck up. Don't look at me. Bah, 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 bah. I'm doing crowd control. That's what I'm doing. What are y'all doing?
I mean, we're just doing smash and grab. I'm just grabbing the money.
Okay, you want to be the money guy.
That's all I'm doing. I mean, that's pretty much it. I can't just be the one person grabbing money. It has to be everybody grabbing money while one person's doing crowd control.
Okay, well, there you go. That's what I'm saying. So you'd be in there heavily protected, though, of course. Heavily protected. Dump that shit in the duffels. In the duffel bags, right? Or whatever we can. So we're hitting the tellers and probably hitting the safe.
You gotta
Yeah.
do one or both.
Yeah.
If we're doing 5-minute intervals, you gotta do one or both. You gotta do one or the other. Can't do both.
All right, there you go. So I'm on crowd control. You're grabbing the money. Joffrey, what
Wait,
about
why,
you?
Joe Boss? Why am I grabbing cash? Who's the
Me?
driver? Someone needs to be outside
I'm the
drive.
driver.
Well,
I
there
have
you go, Joffrey.
I have extensive experience in transporting fools.
Statham. Yeah, Statham
So-
training.
So yeah, I'll probably be the getaway driver.
Okay, so you're outside. So I'm on crowd control. Jason is grabbing the money. Waldo, what you got?
Well, if I know which piles to grab, I mean, sure, but if Jason's grabbing it already, I can be the good cop to Ron's bad cop.
Would you be like, oh, you make him feel safe?
I'll be the charming thief, and you'll be the angry thief. Yeah,
I don't want to be typecasted.
I'll talk to him about. I'll
It's
talk
not
to him
gonna
about
work
the
out.
kids.
It's not
I'll
gonna
talk
work.
to him about their kids. I'm gonna talk to him about
Someone's gonna die in this damn robbery for some
I don't want to be typecasted. Wait, why are we gonna die in this robbery? Why?
Because I'm the only one grabbing money, man. What's going on here? I just can't be the only one. It's got to be fast. 5 minutes, and I'm the only one. That's only one duffel bag.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
I
I'll
don't-
grab it with you.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
I'll grab it with you.
It's got to be multiple people grabbing money.
So here's the thing, right? I think it's also because we're the two biggest dudes, and we could probably carry the most. So that would also make sense for the two
No,
of us to grab
ideally
money.
Steve would be a bank teller because that's his he used to be a bank.
That was his
teller,
old
right?
job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
he
we can't talk
gets a
about
job
that.
at Wells
We can't talk
Fargo
about. We
again.
can't. Remember, guys, we can't talk about that.
I did. He'd be the inside man already. He gave us the tip.
You know what? I'm actually kind of upset that he did not join this because if you got it's a long running joke on the Hub 408 for the longest time. Steve used to work at a bank, and he was living good, and all of a sudden he didn't. He just stopped working at the bank. And we're like, damn, you were living good. What happened here? So yeah, there's some speculation there of him working at a bank, but. I was gonna say, maybe I think if Joffrey or no, if Waldo here is playing good cop to my bad cop, if I'm telling everyone like, shut the fuck up and get butt naked and throw your wallets in this basket, Waldo's over here like, women and children over here, if you need a pee, raise your hand, right? He's doing all that stuff. So I think maybe Jason and Steve might be the ones grabbing, grabbing the tellers or grabbing the stash and stuff. So there you go. I was going to say, Joff, what kind of car, by the way, do you have for us outside?
Dude,
It's a minivan. Just say it.
no, it has to be maneuverable. Probably like, fucking, and it has to be nondescript. It has to
It
be
has to
like
be
a
one of those cars you chose from last week.
Yeah, it has to be like it has to be like a Camry or some shit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Or
maybe we could use Jason's car, his
like
brand,
a-
Nah.
brand new hybrid.
That ain't gonna happen.
or like an Accord or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
We
Has to
get
be
caught for sure. We would
Oh,
get
Jason,
caught
we
for
can't
sure.
use a Camry. It's not fast enough.
We'd get caught for sure.
What if it wasn't your Camry? Would you suggest using?
Oh,
the
Joe
Camry
Boss
that
is
you
saying
have?
Joe Boss is saying Jason's backseat is hella spacious.
Well, see, there you go, Jason. What if it wasn't your car? Would you be like, yo, the Camry hybrid would work for us?
No,
No, it still wouldn't work. It still wouldn't work.
I'd rather have a
Ideally-
Tesla.
Yeah, ideally, we shouldn't be doing smash and grab shit. We'll just
Yeah, smash and grabs are a little iffy because we're being set up. That's the way I see it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Smash and grabs are setups.
I got the tip at a horse race. I was at the
Yeah,
horse
exactly.
race.
Yeah, we're being
Ooh,
set
yeah,
up for sure.
we're hella not doing that. Are you fucking
We're
serious?
being set up for sure. That's a setup. We're
ideally
being set
like
up for
I
someone's
would
shit.
I would just do forgery and shit, like fake IDs, fake papers, and shit like that, and
That's very Filipino.
and you'll be the charming dude, Ron, like talking to the teller, like getting information, and we'll just like fucking trying to get whatever, have them wire the money to a fucking account. So
I anything where I was gonna say another. I don't know what crew member would do this, but anytime you get to wear a disguise, I just want to fucking do it. You know what I mean? Anytime you got to apply
dude,
prosthetics.
wear your disguise. You already have the disguise with that fucking wig and shit, with that fucking spit curl wig you have and glasses.
You're
that
Filipino
costume.
Kevin Klein.
Yeah. See? Telling me you're running you're representing a charitable foundation, and
Yes,
somebody
for senior citizens.
somebody
For
had
senior
made
citizens.
a donation, and they go to this bank and you have to wire the money to this account because that's the account of the foundation.
It's always good to use old people in the foundations because they think like, oh, they're getting better, But it's just, you just use a bunch of old people that you don't know. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like our
As a friend.
foundation probably, like, we fucking provide slippers for the barefoot motherfuckers in the Philippines.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Barefoot motherfuckers. You ain't gotta say that. Anyways,
we buy Islanders for these folks.
Rambos.
Oh,
Right?
Rambos? All right.
Rambos are Islanders, right?
Yeah, some fancy slippers.
Yeah, we could give them the Javianas. That's fine. We can give them some Javianas. It's cool.
Yeah. So, we put,
Yo, I was gonna say though, shout out to University Belt out there in the Philippines. FEU, CEU, UST, all those places. You know what I mean? For only at the time, because I thought I needed paperwork. Man, for the fun of it, I got a doctorate. I paid for a doctorate.
sick.
You know what I mean? I paid for 3 college diplomas out there in 3 different majors for fun.
That's tight.
that shit was just so fun to get. You know what I mean? And like we're over here hella cheesy, like, oh yeah, what do we get? It was just a fun experience to see, like, yo, this is a scam out here. You know what I mean? This is a scam out here. So like, shout out to U Belt. They, you know, that place taught me a lot. You know what I mean? Shout out to.
Used to be the dirt in that area.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Far East University. Shout out to
FEU,
shout out to man.
Yeah, I really feel like instead of being a smash and grab, stealing people things, I honestly do feel like we fit in more as a con crew.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely
I'm
doing
Can't be
cons.
smashing grabs, man.
Yeah, we're not violent
Yeah.
people.
We can't do
yeah,
smashing
we
grabs.
are. Don't look at my face.
Yeah.
Don't look at my face. Right?
I think
We're those type of
tricking
guys.
people out of their money is way more interesting than stealing it.
Wait, say that again.
Tricking money.
I think
tricking
tricking people out of their money is way more interesting than stealing the money.
Oh yeah, like putting
way
them
more fun.
into financial despair where like they get divorced, completely ruin the family unit. Dude, I'm all about that. Right?
Then he's all up on the Ponzi schemes and shit. That's crazy.
I'm just saying, like, I would like the excitement of robbing a bank with you guys, but to destroy families, to destroy, like, you know, like,
No, it's the insurance money pays for them. Like they're covered.
No. We're not doing it against banks. We're doing it against people.
people
Right? We're stealing
breaking
from
families
people.
apart, Jason and Joff.
I'm not doing that.
Separating kids. Huh?
No.
No, we're just making them poor. We're not going to break their families
Make
apart.
it,
That seems
make
kind
them
of weird. Just make them
financially
poor.
like unstable to where they have a breakdown in their relationships with their 4-year-old son who's like, daddy used to be so, you know, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's like, oh, I got ripped off by 4 Asians. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're talking about rich white people.
I'm out. I'm out.
See, rich white people. So
Yeah.
rich white people.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so I'm okay
That's
with
who
destroying.
that's who I'd be scamming. I don't know what you guys are talking about. We're talking about head of banks and shit, you know.
Okay. But still, to destroy families,
CEO
right?
types.
To destroy families, to destroy, like, I mean, I would enjoy that very much with my cousin Jason, my good
No.
friend Joffrey, one of
No.
my oldest classmates ever, Ninja Iceberg. I would love to destroy some family units with you guys.
I can't do that. I'm out.
No?
No, I can't.
But
I'm
it's Ninja
honestly
here and
okay
has the
with it.
tip. He was like, hey, we can do this, guys. And I'm
No,
in with
I'm
Ninja.
good.
I've known the guy since I was like fucking 12 or 13. I'm going to follow his lead. Good tip, Ninja, by the way. You know what I mean? I'm going to...
And then I tell you who the target is, and he's a terrible, terrible person with terrible views, and he supports horrible, horrible causes, and he has ruined families and separated families and, you know, destroyed lives. And not just one family, but many families. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I would love to destroy...
Literally leverage, but in real life.
I would love to destroy a fragile white brain at its earliest existence. I want that white brain to go home later on in life with somebody their parents would not approve of. That's where we're going here. Destroying families, guys. Destroying families. No, but I was gonna say, when you guys talked about we're more of a con job, or a con crew. Yeah, I believe that. What's up, Joff?
Hey, what would you do with your share? Say we get like 10 mil each. What would you do with your share? What would you buy? What would you?
Home off the grid. First of all, home off the grid. Home off the grid. Hella laundry mats. Maybe some
yeah.
liquor stores. You know what I mean? I'd invest small, maybe some Taco Bells, some KFCs or something like that. I don't know. And put it put it in somehow. Just clean it up somehow. That's what I would do. Of course, take care of my family, take care of my, you know,
Oh yeah, that's a given. That's a given.
yeah. But I'm immediately buying like laundromats, liquor stores, um, maybe a gun shop. I don't know. Like but I would also be living off the grid too, and yeah, probably get a better Kumu setup too. You know what I mean? I got 10 million. I might as well get a good Kumu setup.
Yeah, you
I,
can
I would
afford a
build an
Buy a
better
actual,
mic.
studio. Yeah, you could
You could
get a
get a better
studio.
computer.
yes, afford a better headphones, better streaming setup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could do
That's what I would
two
do.
computer streaming.
And maybe multiple mannequins all over the room. I would probably have a what's that? A like a romper room type, where it's just padded from ceiling to wall. You know what I mean? I would have mannequins everywhere, also, and I would have vending machines in my home. You know what I mean? Loaded with my favorite things. So, like, in case I wanted to eat like a, I don't know, like a huge Subway or something like that, or a Bestie footlong or something like that. I would have a vending machine that like pours it out like that. And also the robot from Rocky fucking Four, he cut it out. He cut it out of the director's cut. The robot's no longer there, so
That
I
sucks.
remember I remember the robot. I'm taking him back. You know what I mean? And I don't care if Polly didn't like the robot either. You know what I mean? So that's what I would do with my money. What about you, Jason? What would you do with that 10 mil?
Start a business. Donut shop and ice cream shop. Done. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Not money.
Very good.
Going back to work.
Wait, would it be you making the donuts, by the way?
It'd be my friend running the donut shop, and I'd be helping him.
So you're not trying to stay off the grid. You're trying to make donuts too.
Yeah, yeah.
Got you.
Why hide? Why hide?
I was gonna
And
say
then
I'll come by though. I'll come by and have
and then
I'll be one of the
ice,
early birds. I'll be one of the old early bird men that come at like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
and then ice cream shop, and then a little bistro. Take Bazooka Joe out of his job and make him the head chef of that bistro. That's it, man. I'm good.
Very
And
good.
then make another restaurant where Chef Charlene's the other head chef of that restaurant. Cooking whatever she wants.
There you go.
Yeah, that's my thing. That's all I want. I don't care.
All right,
I'm not
Joff.
hiding. I'm not hiding.
Joff, what are you doing with your 10 mil? Are you hiding or are you being extravagant?
I'm gonna buy a water place next to your laundromat. Those
Dude, I love that. I love that idea. Dude, I love that. I love that.
I own the water spots next to your laundromats.
That's crazy.
Joff, you want to go half on the plaza? Maybe we can buy the
Oh yeah,
Joff,
let's
maybe we
fucking
can
we'll
buy the
just buy
plaza, dude. Make
put
a
a
little
Baskin
mini.
Robbins there. What else do they need there?
A Starbucks maybe.
Yeah.
A Starbucks and a Jamba
Nah,
Juice
I
because
think
they're
I
always
think
next
me and
door to each
Joffrey.
other. Or a coffee shop then.
Joff,
Coffee
would you
shop.
be down to do a little Joff, would you be down to do a little Manila with me?
So my
Hour
donut shop,
over.
Yeah.
my
Why
donut
not?
shop would be there,
Yeah,
and
his
then
donut shop would be there.
and then Joe
Jay's-
Boss's ice cream shop will be there.
But it'd be our version of what you know the Manila I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you're
You know
sick,
the
man.
Manila I'm talking about.
You're sick.
Oh, that's a different that's separate from the laundromat shit. That's a different strip mall. Or whatever.
I'm just saying. I've seen many of our folks come up here in San Ho. through different plazas and schemes and whatever they got going on. I'll have, you know what I mean? Just as long as we have a good, good cover. You know what I mean? But no, I was gonna say, I know how they'll have like little Manilas, like what our closest, well, my closest Manila is actually Milpitas with a yellow cab with a Chow. Don't you guys have a Seafood City Chow King in that little Manila, right? So I would then, I'm not bringing those brands. I'm bringing like, hey, we need that Save More. We need that Shoe Mart Save More brand out here, Joff. You know what I mean? I'm bringing Pinoy brands, not Seafood City. I'm bringing SM. You know what I mean? Or maybe if we're gonna go high scale, we'll do the Rustans. You know what I mean? Rustin's supermarket in Shangri-La Mall, where you have to pay almost $15 for tortillas. Because I wanted tacos one day, and I was just like, damn, I'm paying almost $10, $15 for tortillas?
You should just make your own at that point.
Well, that's what I should have done. But, you know what I mean?
God damn.
I wasn't thinking. You know what I mean? But, no, I was going to say, yeah, we should start a plaza, though. You know what I mean? Have a comic book shop right there. You know what I mean? Masagi parlor right there. You know what I mean? You have your, instead of a boba shop, we'll just have a halo shop. You know, I'll do Ron Halo or some shit, you know. Or actually, Jeff, let's bring in the brands that we grew up on, like, what's that fucking Pac-Man burger, you know, or Burger Machine, right? Those buy two get three free, you know, where it's like, dude, they just wanted you to take their food, you know what I mean? Is it Burger Machine out there in the Philippines? What it used to be? Fucking Burger Machine. Potato Corner and shit like that. Pac-Man hamburger. I used to eat that shit too. Pac-Man hamburger.
We'll just fucking make bootleg shits.
Yeah, the bootleg. It would be the bootleg.
Bootleg
stuff.
brand burger.
Yeah. Bread Pit. That's the one that I always wanted to steal when I was in the Philippines. Yeah, when I was in the Philippines and you're going through Pasig. Shout out to Pasig also, but there's a place called Bread Pit, and I'm like, dude, if I ever win the lottery, I'm buying that name out, you know, and starting my own Bread Pit franchise. And I loved the way they spelled it too, was bread and pit with the two T's. So it was intentionally making you think that too. So, yeah. What about you though? Waldo, what would you do with your cut of that 10 million?
Hedge fund.
Okay, so you're good. White collar crimes now, right?
Oh, it's not even a crime. It's perfectly legal. I drop it into a hedge fund and I take all the profits every year and then I reinvest it into things that I want to reinvest it in.
There you go.
You know, companies that are, you know, or I could reinvest in companies like yours that you guys have all mentioned. I could buy land and have it, you know, and have that go to people that need a place to run a business. I can buy housing. I can buy housing and let people rent it for, you know, cheaper, that kind of stuff. I'm going to let my money make more money and then put the money back into the community. And then use some of the capital to pull another job so that I can make more money.
Yes.
And so that we can slowly bleed the money out of the rich people.
And I just hope that this next job too. I hope this next job also is about destroying these families.
Why do you want to destroy families? That's crazy.
Because that's literally what the white society has
done to us, and it's been going on for years.
Well, not just us, but like anyone who's not white.
Yes, basically. Yes, let's get that narrative out there, please. All I'm saying is Jason. I would love nothing more than, if you guys don't know, Jay Jericho here is my first cousin. I can't confirm nor deny that we've committed crimes together. You know what I mean? But I would love nothing more than to destroy a family unit. A 3-year-old, 4-year-old just, mommy, where are we gonna eat? You know, like I would love I would love to create those moments with you, Jay, and you too, Joff, and Ninja, who is an old friend of mine. I would love to do that with you guys.
I'm hungry, Papa.
Yeah, right?
Papa, I'm hungry.
Papa, right?
Papa, Papa. Where'd all the food go, Papa?
It's at my friend's donut shop, and if you want ice cream, you can go to Joe Boss's donut shop. He's working with Fatima. I'll be delivering donuts to my Camry for
Very
free.
good.
For free.
And while I'm eating a donut at your shop, I'm like doing the homework of these families that we are targeting. Like, and I'm getting the information from Ninja. He's sending me these emails like, hey, these are, Mr. Johnson is next. Huh? Right? Francis Shabakowitz, he's on the list.
Shabakowitz. Jewish?
I can't. He could be Polish.
Or something, yeah. Maybe
Yeah, he
some
could be
kind of
Polish.
Slavic person, yeah.
Very good.
Eastern
See?
European person, yeah.
All I'm
maybe.
saying is, Joff, I would love nothing more than to con a family out of millions and millions of dollars, and not only that, but really, really give him that hardship, that heartbreak, suffering, and also a sense of loss. A sense of loss. I would love to do that with you guys. I love you guys, man. You guys are
I'm
amazing
out.
people.
I'm out. I don't want to be labeled as a family destroyer. I'm out.
Oh,
I'm out.
oh man.
I'm
Oh,
out.
You can
I
leave.
used to-
We can
yeah.
leave them with a token amount of money in their bank. That's not a problem.
I'm out.
A token amount,
Yeah.
enough to get them by for 1 month. I mean, they
I'm
should be
out.
able to find another job by that time, right?
Yo, shout out to my
No.
crew. Hashtag
That's how,
homebreakers.
that's how that works. That's how
You
that
feel
works.
me?
Just stop being poor.
No, I was
Just
gonna
stop
say,
being poor. I don't understand.
yo, see, there you go. But again, shout out to the homewreckers crew.
No.
Hashtag homewreckers crew. You know what I mean? I'm all about it. I've been saying that for a long time here too. So I used to say that on here.
I'm
And,
out.
Hashtag homewreckers, y'all. Y'all feel
No.
if you guys are down
I'm
with it. Let me know if you guys are down with the team. You know what I mean? If you guys are trying to wreck some homes. You know what I mean? Because again, there's nothing more I would love to do than to hang out with the Hub 408, have some mimosas, right? Could have some mimosas, right? While we destroy.
Yeah,
a
it'll
strong
be
family
like
unit.
that. It'll be like that ending in the Batman trilogy, where Michael Caine looks over, Jason looks over at us, and we're all chilling at a French cafe
Yes.
after a job well done.
Yes.
We cheers to you because you decided to not join us in our extravagant
Yeah.
cons.
I'm out. I'm out.
No, Jason, think about this. Jason, think about this. Say I'm in the Michael Caine thing where like I look over, I'm in France, and I look over, and then there's Jason and Joe Boss. You know what I mean?
So we're just like,
And I'm like, yes, I'm like, see you later, man. You know what I mean? Like, I know what you're doing with your money. You're good. You know what I mean? That's a good happy ending right there, Jason.
Yeah, if you're in France, you're gonna have to pronounce it La Croix. So
And that's why we're the masters of podcasting, the lords of content here. This is a Hub 408, guys, episode 89. We hope you guys are doing good. Thank you guys for joining us. I know we had some technical difficulties in the beginning, but thank you guys for hanging out with us. And, we just been talking about crews, our roles and stuff. I cannot see the Kumu users down there because I'm running the controls on the controller here for the Melon app, guys. So shout out to you guys down there. I was going to say, make sure that you're following all of us here, though. So look up on your searches and look for Jay Jericho, Joffsimus Prime, Ninja Iceberg. Shout out also to our missing in action partner, Steve Rumor. He is not joining us tonight. I thought he'd be able to join because he was very much in the pre-production of tonight's episode. And yeah, too bad I couldn't break no families with Steve, but I at least got to break some families with my wonderful cousin Jason.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
One of my great partners in crime, also Joffrey, and also
Dude, that's how you
some,
make more strippers, dog.
yes, and Ninja Iceberg also. Criminal mastermind Ninja Iceberg, right there too. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I was gonna say, let us know in the comments if you guys need to hire a crew.
No. I'm out. I'm out.
You're sitting
Thinking
this one
about
out,
my
I'm sitting
water
this one out.
place by the laundromat. It's like, oh yeah, just sit
dude.
there,
I'm telling you,
fucking stamping fucking fools. Like, all right, that's 5 gallons. Stamp your fucking card. All right, go get your fucking 5
Oh
gallons.
yeah, or maybe start a low interest rate loan company for people of color.
oh,
That might
that'd
be
be
a good
wonderful.
idea.
There you go. I would have also like right next door to us, Joffrey, like Fiesta Auto Insurance, right? I would get the lowest auto insurance. You know, it's the one with the parrot that like he waves his sign on the middle of the street and shit. that guy, dude. See, y'all want to be all fancy schmancy and shit, like you know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to keep it low level. You know what I mean? Probably have some kid. Look, I'm gonna have a laundromat, so I know I'm gonna have some kids there with some Kool-Aid mustaches. You know what I mean? Putting their little quarters into my video games and vending machines, and they might go next door to Joff and maybe get some water while they're doing the laundry thing while their grandma can get a loan from Waldo. You know, I'm just saying. It's these low-level plazas that's like only 3 stores in a plaza, right? Where the parking's horrible. Like,
And there's like a tutoring center somewhere
oh
over
yeah,
there. Maybe
yeah,
a dry cleaning shop.
dude. I have the perfect idea. The Hub 408. Who better to start a Montessori than us, right?
A Kumon.
Yeah. Who better than us to take care of your kids,
Up,
guys?
Dance?
Drop your kids off at the Hub 408.
Don't leave them with me.
3 out of 5 members of the Hub 408 are fathers. We know how to take kids. All right? We also know how to leave kids. You know what I'm saying? Go play out in the street. It's fine. Uncle said it's okay. You know what I mean? Go play that. Go play down by the train tracks. I used to do it. You know what I mean? It's fine. We'll give your kids life experience. You know what I mean? Life experience.
Crime.
Crime.
Of crime.
Maybe recruit your kids into our crew later for jobs. Guys, this is a giving cycle.
Cheap labor, dog.
Cheap labor. Cheap labor. I can't wait to indoctrinate my son into his first crimes. By the way, I know my son has committed crimes already without my consent, without any, all that stuff. And that's the times that I've had to be a parent. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So don't think that I'm out here talking crazy. I'm just saying, I pick and choose. All right? Anyways, guys. Episode 89 of the Hub 408. Make sure you follow the greatest dads here on earth.
Don't follow me. Don't follow me. Please.
Why not?
Because
Why? You're a great guy.
I tell bad jokes. Don't follow me.
Even more reason to follow you.
No.
Even more reason to follow you. I don't want to hear good jokes. Well, that's just me. I have a different taste in jokes. You know what I mean? I have a different taste in jokes. Speaking of jokes, I went to I don't have a joke. I just wanted to see your guys' reaction of me starting a long joke. So that was my Waldo looked ready though. He looked ready to go on that.
I'm always ready for a terrible joke.
I don't want one of these jokes that had no little Johnny in them.
Little Johnny jokes are rare though, Job. Like they're a little rare. I was gonna say, yeah.
I don't want to have
Jason,
this fucking Inception type. Oh yeah, he's little Johnny. Like no, he fucking mentioned little Johnny. No,
okay.
there's no little Johnny.
You didn't like the whole Ron was little Johnny reveal?
No,
You didn't
I
like?
don't want no fucking mystery shit. Just tell me little Johnny's in it, and I'll be along for the ride.
Did I tell you about the two women at the castle? Did I tell you about that one?
I don't know.
Little Johnny's
Last,
uncle.
I think
Yeah, I don't think so.
Little
think the
Johnny's
last-
uncle.
Go.
Little Johnny's
last
uncle
thing
had.
you said was that 777 story that fucking.
Oh, you
Little
didn't like
Johnny
that?
wasn't-
I won
Little
seventh
Johnny
place.
wasn't even in it.
I won seventh place.
God damn, Little Johnny wasn't in it, so it's not cool.
All right.
I'm
Well,
here for Little Johnny.
young adult Johnny had actually won a plane, a vacation, plane ticket to an island. So kind of a remote island. He goes out there, and so he has to go there by boat. So he's being taken there by boat, and the guy's like, oh, there's not too many people on this island. Young adult Johnny, not too many people on this island. He's like, okay. It gets onto land, comes across this big castle. Big castle, but mini, kind of a mini castle, but nice nice and spacious. And he's greeted by a wonderful, beautiful woman, long blonde hair, in a white dress and all that stuff. And she's greeted by him, and in the distance, she sees another woman who looks almost similar to the first lady, and she says, that's my daughter.
Hell yeah.
That's my daughter.
I
So
like it. I like where this is going.
So young adult Johnny settles in for the night. Kind of a weird B&B experience that he's going through here. He was served, vegetables. Goes in his room, finds out that, oh my God, there's no electricity in this room. Instead, matches and a candle. Matches on a candle next to the bedside. Goes to sleep, but he keeps the candle on. But he puts it in the corner of the room as to not to emit too much light. Not to emit too much light. There's a knock on the door, and he's guessing it's really late. But there's a knock on the door, and it just opens up, and this beautiful woman, her long blonde hair covering those milky, smooth flesh mounds that one would call breasts. Hold on.
I'm already lost. What? Wait, what's going on?
The lady comes in naked with her hair flowing over her smooth, milky white breast, and he's looking at her face, and he can't tell, like, who are you? And she grabs his hand. She goes, there's been times on this place where I've been lonely. It's so lonely here. Not too many people come visit. And she then unbuttoned his pants and decided to, they decided to have relations. Very next night, he goes through the same thing where he had a wonderful day. Spent some time walking out on the trail, just thinking like, who was that person? Was it the mother that I had seen, or was it the daughter that I had seen in the distance? I'm confused as to who visited me last night.
I like it.
Again, around the same time, the next night, after a tiring day and all that stuff, again, a lady comes in, long blonde hair flowing off her satin like boobies. And again, she said, there's not too many. There's really. I have no experience with too many men. I would love to have you. And he goes, wait, who are you? Are you the daughter? Are you the? She goes, shh. And again, she unzipped his pants, made him as erect as the Empire State Building, and again, they had relations. On the third day, he was only there 2 days, 3 days, 2 nights and stuff. He gets on the boat. He's like, man, I had a crazy experience. He's going back home. He's like, I had a crazy experience, being on this island. He goes, yeah, not too many people on this island. Not too many, folks on this island. Except for the family that lives here. And he goes, yes, I would like to know more about your family, or I would like to know more about the family here, the mother and the daughter. He goes, yes, and the leper also.
I'm lost. I don't
Josh,
know what the hell's going on.
yeah, he fucked a leper. Thank you guys. I hope I wasted enough of your guys' time. My name is Ron Sara. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Jason, you want to clean it up?
No.
Jokes.
No, I'm good. Because I'm just
Thank
going
you,
to say
guys.
something like, what do you call a fat rapper with sparklers in his hands?
Well, see, he wanted to clean it up. Go ahead. What is it? Say it again.
What do you call a fat rapper with sparklers in his hands?
I don't know. What do you call
Bubba
it?
Bubba
Sparks.
Sparks. There. Happy?
Yeah, I think you. Yeah, you wanted to get your
That
joke
was
off.
not a
'Cause
good.
I
That
got my
was
joke
not a
off.
good joke.
Exactly. Don't follow me.
Follow me. I will waste all of your guys' time. You know what I mean? Follow me. I will waste all your guys' time. So make sure you're following me. Make sure you're following Jay Jericho. Make sure you're following Jossimus Prime, Ninja Iceberg. My name is Ron Sar. This is a Hub 408. This has been episode 89. Wow, guys, we're on our way to episode 90. On to triple digits within 20 episodes. So we're very excited for this. Guys, did you guys want to plug anything before we get up out of here?
Just catch the Hub 408 Mondays and Fridays.
And also, we're going to be uploading more content on YouTube and all that stuff. So some of the bits that you've seen us do from the past, I think we're going to upload it there. I actually had one bit that I wanted to put up. It's about a 15-minute clip, though. Some of these clips are even 30-minute clips because of the outrageous things that we happen to talk about. So it's kind of cool to look at. The episode I was looking at last night was episode 35. Episode 35, and this is during I think this was during the holidays, and we were talking about, this was a Mark Ass Nelson bit. This was whether we thought Rick Fox was Indian or not when we first saw him. So
Okay.
there was some really, and that's the first time also where we talked about the club of Joff's Rough and Rugged Club, and Jason asking if Morgan Freeman would make it in the club, and Joff responding with, "Nah, I don't want no one dying in the club." You know what I mean?
Yeah, how you not gonna let the voice of God into your club? That's messed up.
Oh, he said he didn't want no one dying in the club. You know,
He gonna live. He ain't blue.
so we
Can't
have a
take
whole
that
bunch of
chance, dog.
material. We
Can't.
have a whole bunch of material that we're trying to put up, but
Fucking
it's not just
liability,
gonna
dog.
be. It's not just gonna be the Hub 408 guys. It's also gonna be the Kumari Hood also, who also has their content up there, and also everybody else from the Elite X. We're actually trying to get members of the Elite X to send us their replays and all that stuff, so we could, you know, it can't just be us guys. It just can't be the Hub 408. I mean, it's cool. We're down to give you guys all this content, but we're trying to give you guys different stuff too. Different stuff too. So I'm just saying, send me your replays, guys, to anybody. Like, say, if Joff here was to do his Tootsie art stream, save your replay and just forward your replay to me, and we'll put that on YouTube. Or if like, I don't know if you guys been watching, but I've been doing video game streams lately. Me and my bestie, Liana Anselmo. Shout out to Liana. You know, she's not on the control board tonight. She's on vacation in Palm Springs tonight. So shout out to her. You know what I mean? But you know, like we did a Double Dragon the other day. A fucking hard ass game, dude. Double Dragon Evo, hard ass game. You know what I mean? So um, I was also maybe talking to DJ Hey Press Play about maybe him doing color commentary with me on these WWE 2K matches that I've been commentating on. Also, I did one the other night. It was my second one. This time I got to do it on OBS. So it was a
Okay.
much cleaner setup,
That's
and
tight.
it was fun. You know what I mean? So like, we're trying to give you guys different content through the YouTube channel, not just through you know, Hub 408. But yeah, guys, I'm just so excited to see you know, to have you guys enjoy our stuff. Go ahead, Joff.
Hey, for WB2K, just give him Vader's moveset.
Dude, I got you. Dude, I got you. And see, this is the thing I have to make. I'm actually using Bestie's account for her. First of all, I didn't know this, guys. I didn't know that. Man, you could just stream now, or you could just play video games with your PC. I'm over here buying consoles when Bestie just signed up for that the network thing. So she's paying the whole $10 a month and just playing games and stuff or whatever she's doing. So I'm using her account actually. So I actually have a fresh roster thing there. So I was even thinking, yeah, I could do WB2K there. Jason's character also. Maybe I could do a character of Waldo. You know, maybe I could do Kumu personalities. Put him in the ring. You know what I mean? And we could commentate on these matches and have some fun. I know there's a way too of doing the photo, right, where you can put your own photo on top of the models and stuff like that. So you know, that'd be cool to get into also. So yeah, anyways, we're doing more streams for you guys, more content for you guys. And also I just want to plug the return of the longest running episodic show here on Kumu, 7,000 miles, the distance between us. If you're in the Philippines, I will be broadcasting live from San Jose, California, in the Bay Area. So if you guys want to hear about my experiences living as a Filipino American, and also yung mga experiences ko nung nandun ako sa Pilipinas, na ginagawa ko yung mga ibang jobs and all that stuff out there, I talk about that stuff. It's a one-man show. I don't drink no water. I stand here for 2 hours, just me and my microphone, giving you this podcast. It's the bread and butter of what I do on this platform, and by popular demand, not by me, but my boss, he was like, "Yo, we need 7,000 miles." So 7,000 miles is going to be returning Thursdays at 7:30 U.S. time. So first episode back, which I believe is episode 156, I believe, or 157. So yeah. That's going to be happening this Thursday, along with things like the Best Friends show. And also, I have brand new content. Claptrap will be ending soon, guys. Claptrap will be ending soon. But we did get the go for a brand new show. Cannot reveal the name and the title of that show yet because people will steal your concepts and stuff here on Kumu. So be careful with saying so much on here. So I got some new content coming. Me and Bessie got some new content coming for that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. This summer's going to be awesome. We're into July. You guys know August too. We're going to be celebrating our birthday of Kumu. It's going to be our 3 years of on an app that Kumu's been on. So we got a lot of big things happening for August and all that stuff. And yeah, so hey guys, that's it. My name is Ron Sara, Jay Jericho, Jopsimus Prime, Ninja Iceberg. Any last words, guys?
Yeah, stay safe. Happy holidays. July 4th.
Happy July 4th.
Don't do anything stupid. Try not to burn anything down.
Yep.
Try not to blow up yourself.
Your fingers. I could have bought fireworks when I was in Sacramento. Shout out to them. I didn't know that it's kind it's kind of legal out there. You know what I mean? I should have brought back some here, but I'm like, no, I'd rather use the money on Hot Wheels and all that stuff. So yeah, always wear a mask. Be safe. Delta variant out there, it's strong. It's getting folks already. So please be careful. Mask up, vaccine, all that stuff. All right. Peace, y'all. Take care.
It was frozen. Oh, we're good. So,
We're good?
Yeah, no, yeah,
We're
no,
good?
yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Yo, that was a great episode, guys. Pretty fun talking about teams like that, actually, to be honest with you. That was kind of refreshing.
I'd say worst.
My water.
When we were talking about worst leader, Doc Rivers.
Why did you bring him up? Why did you bring him up, Jay?
But it just popped up in my head because I was looking at like NBA stuff right now. I was like, oh shit, Doc Rivers. So.
Oh man. No, Doc Rivers is definitely
not Stan Van Gundy.
Not one of my faves, man.
No, Stan Van Gundy's the worst.
Hey, Jason, remember when he was hanging on to the ankles of Alonzo?
Oh, that's Jeff. That's Jeff.
That's Jeff. Never mind. Never mind.
Stan looks like Ron Jeremy.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, this guy came up on my feed. Well, he didn't mean to come up on my feed, but remember that one porn star that looked like Matt Hardy?
Who the fuck is that guy? I forgot. What's his name?
It's this one porn star that looks like Matt Hardy, dude. It's like he annoyingly looks like Matt Hardy. Damn. I was hoping you guys remember that guy's face. He was like early 2000s, or he's one of the. I just remember. I was like, oh, dude, I remember this guy. I was like, dude, I couldn't watch anything.
I wonder whatever
with this guy
happened to that
he
guy.
always reminded me of Matt fucking Hardy. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
No, I can't remember.
Matt Hardy. I don't remember no.
Damn, yeah, Jason. Fuck, dude. Like, he has
I don't remember.
short brown hair. His face looks. Of course, you're not gonna remember because you're not a scumbag like that. Yeah, right. Anyways, I'm just saying. Jason act like he don't know the guy stars, dude. Come on, Jay. You know who Vince Voyer and all them, like Peter North, them dudes. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. There's some guy that looks like Matt Hardy. And I can't watch his stuff anytime he's in it because you're thinking, oh, man, this guy looks so much like Matt Hardy. I don't want to watch it because you're so reminded it's fucking Matt Hardy.
Man, I can't remember what I watched. It made me laugh. I think it was maybe BTE or whatever. It's one of the skits. It says, dude, I don't know why fucking people keep telling me I look like Johnny Sins. I was just like, fucking laughing. I kept laughing. Like, oh, he doesn't know. Like, fuck, all these people keep telling me I look like Johnny Sins. Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is Johnny Sins? And I just fucking, like, if you know who Johnny Sins is, I was like, oh,
By the way, I did my homework on who was that guy that we talked about, Long Sanity, a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that went to jail or
Something long. Something long. I
Yes,
don't
yes, the one that Liana was like, oh, dude, this
Jeremy
guy's hella
Jeremy
big.
Long? Was it Jeremy Long? Or
Yeah,
something?
Jeremy Long. Yeah.
But I checked out his work. Good work,
Salute.
my man.
Salute.
I checked out your greatest hits, sir. It's very good. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, sir. And you know what? Not for nothing too. Liana was right. He's that dude is a massive guy. You know what I mean? So he's out here destroying. He's out here destroying the P. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. You know what I mean? Long Sanity, Jason.
That's crazy.
You're a Knicks fan. You can appreciate the Long Sanity, right? First of all, hell, I hate that how Jason's like, no, I don't pay attention to the guys. I'm like, dude, you got to pay attention. They're the ones that smash it. You know what I mean? But Jason knows when I say Buck Adams, he knows exactly who that is. When I say Buck Adams, you know what I mean?
Is that the girl turn dude?
No, he's an old school. He's an old school star, male star.
Because I want to say there's
Yeah.
a male star who was a woman turned female turned male trans person named Buck something. Maybe it's Buck Sexton. I can't remember.
Yeah, let's do further research on that, guys.
Shout out to the legends.
No,
Randy
he's
West.
kind of problematic.
Oh, see, I don't like. Yeah, like the guys that we used to praise before. We can't even.
Well, this guy's like trans, but doesn't like trans people. Kind of problematic, you know.
Like Caitlyn Jenner or whatever.
Yeah, basically.
I was gonna say like yeah, we don't like. It's sad to like a problematic guy's work, but you can't even like him because he's problematic anymore. Jason, like what's his name, Mr. Marcus, right? We can't even praise Mr. Marcus anymore, right?
Dick.
You're the one that reported that here, right, on the hub that he was giving folks the.
He was burning people.
Usher
Damn.
style.
That sucks, man. The only other man besides Jay-Z that made the New York Yankees hat fucking famous, right? It's true, right? And he would wear Timbs sometimes, dude. I'm like, dude, you're wearing Timbs, dog.
Hey, man. It's putting in work. You gotta have them Timbs, man.
Yeah, you got to.
Justin Slayer, Timbs and knee pads. You know he's fucking going to work, dog. He's wearing knee pads.
Yo, shout out to everyone out there. We're giving you guys a little bit of extra content here tonight. But I think that's it. I don't know if I think we might be done. All right, so let's just end the stream, guys. I hope you guys are doing good. We're out of here. Take care, guys. Guys, it was a good episode. I'll see you guys this weekend. Happy 4th of July. You know what I mean? I'll be streaming or whatever if you can. Try to catch me on my streams. I got to put in some hours in too. So, yeah, come through, y'all. All right?
Cool. Yeah.
All right, take care, guys.
Later.
Later.
Yep, see ya.
Later. Take care, guys. Laters.